Both team player back to team bench area, please right now.
欢迎所有的球迷朋友，在今天一起来到和平篮球馆，在这边要来提醒大家，在稍后即将要来关闭场灯，也提醒大家赶紧找到自己的位置上来就坐。另外提醒今天带着小朋友前来支持勇士的家长们，要更加留意小朋友移动时的脚步，待会会变得比较昏暗。再次提醒大家，以及在我们2楼有许多的美食摊位，欢迎大家选购好吃的餐点，一起来将我们的声音跟力气来借给勇士，谢谢。 好的，欢迎所有现场的球迷朋友，在今天10月8号星期六下午一起来到勇士主场和平篮球馆。好久不见的伙伴们，大家午安，大家好。很开心在今天勇士主场开幕战，看到这么多勇士伙伴一起进场来为我们支持的台北富邦勇士啊，一起来加油！在这边也要特别感谢在富邦投信大力的支持，在本周第一个开幕周，跟着我们 All Breath All Heart 勇者之心来揭开序幕。今天也特别很开心，邀请到研华科技的朋友们一起来现场为勇士加油，欢迎你们来！更开心的是，有许多的球迷朋友用行动支持来到台湾。 台北和平篮球馆一起来支持台湾的篮球，非常感谢大家用进场来行动的支持，谢谢大家。那在今天是我们 Plus Day 第6季勇士的主场开幕战，谢谢各位来。而来到我们勇士主场不可或缺的还有非常深受大家喜爱，已经拿下年度最佳啦啦队3连霸的富邦 Angels 一起来为现场带给大家精彩的演出，邀请大家拿起你手中的折扇，用我们的热情掌声来欢迎富邦 Angels。
抬起头，你在左右，对我说还没到尽头，怎么能松手？就算痛也不放手，我有你会陪着我走，我永不退缩。 我勇敢向前冲，就算失败也要停下了脚，就做燃烧死亡也要发光闪烁。用尽全力去做，为冠军去冲。 抬起头，你在左右，对我说还没到尽头，怎么能松手？就算痛也不放手。 我有你会陪着我走，我永不退缩，我勇敢向前冲，就算失败也要停下了脚，就做燃烧死亡也要发光闪烁。
热情掌声送给富邦 Angels。而在这首歌曲也是《勇士新球季》的主题曲《勇敢冲》，也在各大平台上架，欢迎大家一起来聆听。掌声送给富邦 Angels。
现在介绍双方球队登录名单。首先介绍客队台钢猎鹰队，球衣背号1号王绿翔，2号张志豪。 7号崇义仁，8号李允杰，15号林宇谦，18号 Number 18盖比，23号陈范博彦，29号 Number 29多比。先发球员 Starting Five 背号3号古毛维嘉，4号 Number 4迪蒙，6号白萨，13号谢宗荣，24号郭少杰。 总教练 Head Coach Rob Corner， 助理教练 Assistant Coach Sean Kier Martin，Assistant Coach Chris Osha， 助理教练邱炳廉，体能教练郭涵博，训练师徐子轩，发言人高景言，总经理王成伟。 全新的赛季，我们将再次挑战卫冕军团，无论面对多大挑战，永不退缩，拼尽全力，不留遗憾，为团队、为冠军而战。今天也将再次打造热血沸腾的勇士主场。
放 可以这样帮了又帮，帮了又帮哦，不会有人帮，刷卡刷不帮啊。
No matter the voices, the scars, the hardships, or the doubts. We stand as one. We fight as one. All brace, all heart.
台北富邦勇士的球迷们准备好了吗？让我听到你们的惊叫声！现在介绍地主队台北富邦勇士球员登录名单。首先欢迎勇士吉祥物比尔。球员组长球衣背号0号后卫东北角一哥南洋小跑车赖廷恩。 背号3号后卫，来自麻省理工 MIT 高材生 ，Number 3 Spencer Lee 林俊佑。背号6号后卫，帅气与球技兼具，国民姐夫吴永胜。 背号11号后卫，3分冷箭，锋芒内敛 ，KJ 洪凯杰。背号14号小前锋，骑兵老爹，本土洋将队长蔡文成。 背号23号前锋，篮板怪物外籍生强纳森 ，Number 23 Jonathan Nchikupe。背号25号大前锋，人里人外的全能锋线博莱特 ，Number 25 Penny Boldwhite。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. Welcome to the Taipei Fubon Braves home opener at Taipei Heping Gymnasium as the Braves take on the Tainan TSG Ghosthawks after dismantling the latter in the best-of-5 playoff series last season. I'm Ryan Chen, providing English commentary on tonight's affair as the Braves finish up their player introductions.
背号10号得分好手，披荆斩棘的刀锋战士古德温 ，Number 10， 阿区 Goodwin。最后介绍出场的是球衣背号8号前锋，防守大锁，逆流而上的鲑鱼 ，Number 8， 周桂宇。 领队许晋哲，总教练吴永仁，助理教练林伟浩、陈立焕、梁兆轩，体能教练郑维轩，防护师林武章、彭玉明，球队翻译王义忠，训练员莱恩远，总经理叶宗颖。
The Braves theme for the 6th season, all Braves, all heart. The Braves and the Ghosthawks, one of them will emerge with their first victory on the season as they both fell to the Taoyuan Pilots, who had a Sunday-Wednesday home opening series to start the year, away from our traditional Saturday and Sunday, and the Pilots took advantage, who are currently in the Philippines in East Asia Super League game. More on that later as we see our Mandarin broadcast duo on the left, NCCU Coach Chen Ziwei, and on the right from Formosa Television, Jason Huang, Cheng Cao. 球迷朋友们，你找了官方的英文转播，要听中文的讲评，当然就按到中文的转播连接。谢谢您的收看，记得我们 Plus 的转播都要帮我们按赞。
勇士的伙伴们，揪过来，揪过来！好久不见的篮球季又回来啦！今天是11月8号，我们勇士主场开幕中的第一站。来，看过来，看过来！杰米手中呢是我们今天准备给大家的小礼物。首先看到我们的赛程小卡，前面有 Angels， 后面还有勇士满满的赛程，这一季都需要你们的陪伴。再来手中这一瓶也太大罐了吧！我们圣佩黎洛的气泡水，让你在比赛一整场都有满满的水分来做补给，有得吃，一定也要 有得喝啊，有得喝有了，来吃是什么呢？雅乐斯的 cheese 风味饼干啊，在丹丹手上，还有一整年，明年新的一年2026年也要来了。我们有勇士的一整季的年历、月历要来给大家，只是为什么是比尔的？ 跳过来看这个，哎，比尔你在哦，比尔，你手中这个呢是我们勇士应援道具必备的折扇啊，所以这2天一定都要记得来哦。那后面是什么？明天的道具进场的礼物啊，这个是什么呢？有镜子，又可以放手机，而且上面的表情是勇士可爱的表情，这个揪一个祥军有点可爱啊，所以呢，今天你现在在看到影片的话，可能没办法来不及进场，但是明天还有满满丰富的好礼，最重要的是跟着我们进场，一起为勇士加油，明天见哦。
Some of the giveaways for the opening weekend. I think a limited number of tickets still available for tomorrow's game against the new Plus League team, the Yankee Engineering Arcs. Well, we'll be seeing the debut of a new import for the Braves. It's Troy Gillenwater, 36-year-old forward, listed at 205 centimeters, has extensive experience here in Asia as he was the scoring leader in the Korean KBL and was also selected to the KBL first team and also setting some CBA personal accolades marks. Well, it'll be interesting because the Braves had trouble scoring the basketball against the Pilots with much efficiency, and especially with their local players. Mbaye had 13, Josh had 11, but the other 8 Braves who made it on the floor only a combined 12 points.
我觉得从日本其实学到最多当然是有跟洋将更多的对抗。那我觉得在防守方面，我觉得学到很多一些防守的技巧吧。然后当然能加入中华队一直是应该是小时候的梦想嘛，因为从小时候看着陈哥、杰哥他们一直打，然后我觉得就是能加入中华队，当然是对自己是一个很荣誉的一件事情。这样，当然中龙，因为其实之前我要去日本之前也是跟他同队嘛，其实中龙不管是身体上还有一些投篮，我觉得都非常不错。那当然这次对到猎鹰，我觉得当然能跟他对位是一个很棒的事情吧。对。
Zheng Xiangjun sharing that in Japan he had many matchups against import players, learned new defensive techniques, and it's a dream to play for Chinese Taipei, the national team. Having watched the Golden Era players, a great honor, and we'll break down more of his matchup with Xie Zonglong of the Ghosthawks previously on screen. Well, the big news coming out of yesterday, the Ghosthawks will be playing an import short as Kenneth Farid exercised his escape clause to sign with a Greek club, Panathinaikos Athens, who are in the Greek Basketball League and Euro League, so a high-profile club that needs a lot of help in their injury crisis. Well, the problem is, in the Plus League Season 6 rules, only 3 imports are allowed to be registered on the roster at any given time, and if anyone is
因为昨
replaced,
天我们知道消息
it'll be a
之后，
month
那
off.
就教练就是自己有先来跟我讲了，然后他就说，今天应该会获得蛮多的上场时间。因为内线的话就是只剩我跟盖比嘛，外籍生这样，所以就是要分摊一些工作。那也知道富邦内线就是战力就是蛮充足的，对，所以这对我们来说是一大的考验。应该是第一次入选世界杯资格赛，那就是真的我也可以传承这些球衣感到非常的荣耀，那也是尽全力会去做准备，然后跟备战这样子。
Xie Zonglong sharing that he and the group learning the news obviously will see a minutes allocation strongly to him and also fellow teammate Gaibi. Braves, Jimmy shared, are deep in the front court, so it'll be a big challenge for them. And as for his selection onto the national team, it said it was first time in the World Cup qualifier squad, so he's very excited for that. Chinese Taipei's led by head coach Tucci actually putting 13 Plus League players on the 24-man roster and 2 on the staff. In the end, only 12 players will be traveling on any given trip or hosting any given
相信
games.
他去日本也就是学习到了蛮多，但我在台南就是也有非常充足的训练。那等一下就是球场上见。
是听说中龙就是去年好像在台钢大解放嘛，那我当然希望就是让他知道今年我回来了这样。
A word back and forth. Xie Zonglong saying that Zheng Xiangjun must have learned a lot while he's in Japan, but he has worked really hard with his new club in Tainan. So see you on the court. Whereas Zheng Xiangjun said, I heard that Xie Zonglong, Jimmy, was unleashed on a new team, and my message to him though is, I have returned. Zheng Xiangjun in Season 3 was really the Braves' only standout in their championship run as the most improved player and a selection on the All-Plus League first team. He'll be joined by Mbaye in rotation in the front court. And of course, the 2 import bigs for the Braves. We mentioned Gillenwater. They also have Benny Boatwright, who is coming off the bench again. And Archie Goodwin is a very large-sized guard. On the Ghosthawks side, the only returning import, Damon Brooks, there on screen on the right. He and Farid were the only 2 healthy imports in the Ghosthawks season debut against the Pilots, with Tobin Carberry dealing with some leg injury. Yulong, Pang Yuhan, and Chen Zhaoying will be the 3 officials for tonight's affair, as there's the Ghosthawks starting lineup. Jimmy, number 24, former Brave Guo Shaojie. Brooks, number 3, Guma Weijia, and number 6 from Mongolia, Bai Sa. Over on the Brave side, it's number 1, Mbaye, next to Gillenwater, Archie Goodwin, number 4, Chen Yewei or Jerry, and number 8, Zhou Guiyu. Bai listed at 205 centimeters tall.
3、2、1，请开球。好的，再一次掌声来送给我们
in the center for the jump, ceremonial jump.
精彩的比赛马上就要展开 ，Let's go 富邦一起来 ，Let's go 富邦。Let's go.
Last season, the Ghosthawks in the playoff series ceded almost 7 rebounds to the Braves and points in the paint 51-32 in favor of the Braves, and yet their solution is to go even smaller. Damon Brooks loses the handle, and here come the Braves as Archie Goodwin, I think, dribbled it off his foot to Chen Yewei, left wide open, fires it up and makes it. Chen Yewei was a standout as he made the game-tying layup against Utsunomiya Brex in the Braves East Asia Super League debut, as Baisa counters with a triple of his own. And that really quickly stuns the crowd back to silence as Chen Yewei, the Goodwin, firing away, and he's got it. Well, the Ghosthawks do have an advantage with a little bit more agility than whistle on the play as Goodwin was ready to go. The left corner, Baisa splits the gap, tried to dump it to Jimmy, and it will stay with the Ghosthawks. With 5 seconds on the shot clock, Baisa hits another 3. And quickly a turnover by the Braves as Gumal Weijia shoots it too strong, and the Braves try to run down court. Another turnover, this time in the front court. Chance for Red to get in the lead, featuring a new maroon and gold jersey. Brooks faces the basket, shoulder fakes with the left hand, gets the roll over Mbaye. Gillenwater in some video highlights definitely excels when he's facing the basket. He's got strong hands. He's got the moves to add a little bit of elusiveness to his already pretty strong base. Baye from 17 feet will not get the bounce. That's his range. Josh got his hand in and pokes it out of bounds. There's Raul Corner in his 3rd season as head of the Ghosthawks, having come in midway through the 23-24 season to, at the time, a last place Ghosthawks team in the now defunct T1. Big bounce and ball getting away as the shot clock will go off. Braves matched up well in that possession. On the other side, Aaron Uyongren, longtime assistant of Roger Shu, and now last season taking over as executive head coach, and this year they finally stripped that silly label as on the drive, A whistle earned by the new #1 Mbaye, who wore double zeros last season. You see bump by Amon Brooks. Mbaye out of Tsinghua University. The squad, 5 straight championships, has led by Chen Ziwei. On the color commentary, as Archie Goodwin dives in there, and a whistle and a jump ball. Kind of sneaking in there after Brooks initially had better positioning. Gillenwater dribbles away from the double, floats it up and in. As mentioned before, Gillenwater in place of Femi Olujobi, Plus League veteran, previously of the Steelers for a couple of seasons. Gillenwater secures the board and they will slow walk it up. Start the game of Baisa guarding Archie Goodwin, who had a breakout first game in the East Asia Super League. A little bit too much mustard as ball on the deck. Gumal with it. Operating in space. Needs some help though. Baisa made a couple and another. Hot start for #6. Baisa last year a 28% three-point shooter. Ghosthawks on Gillenwater as from the top, it's Mbaye featuring a new haircut I haven't seen before. Trying to trim the sides real short. A block by Taipei. Still 6 seconds on the clock. Baisa from plus range. Whistle further away from the basket. The Ghosthawks' second team foul. You can see that by the white dots underneath the team names. There you see Gillenwater engaged in a swim move, and Xie Zonglong got caught holding on. Cross screens as Goodwin shoots it, and there was some contact there, but referees let that one go. Baisa crosses over, clutching and laying it in off the backboard. Ghosthawks and Braves, a tight one to start as Mbaye got past Brooks, and it looks like Baisa might have paid for the foul. You see Baisa has shown off his hops are not necessarily to go vertical, but to stay in the air. Ghosthawks will get a break as Chen Boyan once again shaving his hair down. Come in the game. He's also a former Brave. Mo last season and only 25 minutes played. Part of that is because he was returning from a bad foot injury he sustained in last year's opening day. Averaged 11 points per game and raised that up big time in the Plus League playoffs and the finals in particular. Anyway, sticky on Chen Fan. As Brooks spin move, and look at that. Count it. Through the contact and some funky spin of the basketball. before he takes his bonus free throw. We'll go to break as the Ghosthawks, shorthanded, are keeping it close against the Braves.
要来看看比尔要再给他哦。被拍到的朋友，如果你想跟另外一个画面的交个朋友的，我们一个圈圈，或是比一个叉叉。哦，这位妈妈辛苦了，小朋友，不要吵他哦。Hello， 这位妈妈，你愿意跟我当个朋友吗？小朋友，我们可以做个朋友吗？帮我比个圈圈好吗？可以吗？好，比圈圈，对，谢谢，谢谢。好，这位朋友，你愿意跟秉生当个朋友吗？比个圈圈，比个爱心，非常好。好。
Welcome to the broadcast. We ask for your likes if you're watching on the P.LEAGUE YouTube live stream as the MC Travis interacts with the fans in attendance.
And off timeout， 暂停时间到。
Like we need to get on the same page though. Members of the Fubon Guardians, including corner infielder Chen in attendance to take in the action. The Guardians have made a number of personnel changes to their front office, hoping to finally break the no playoff streaks that they're on. With a missed free throw, and Goodwin immediately going to work, got the foul, and in on the spin. Taking on Chen Boyan, was sticking with him the whole way, but teeny bit of a body bump. Goodwin gets the bounce. He had 35 points in the P.LEAGUE debut, but that was on 11 of 25. And he also missed 7 free throws. So looking to turn around that as Chen loses his footing. Cool. Josh Okoye giving him pressure. Brooks, quick turn and baseline rattles it home. Brooks very aggressive going up against Mbaye. Turning away a twisting pass as it swirls out, but off of red. Baseline, Josh can't make it, but he earned himself a foul as Chen commits his second personal. Okoye in a little bit of discomfort after a simple screen, and there you see kind of the funky landing. There's a Benny Boatwright. Previously played in the Philippines, where he was a league #1, 40 points per game in a Commissioner's Cup. There you see the free throw margin. Braves have been taking care of business on that end and have now built up a 3-point lead as Gumal getting the screen from Brooks. Skip pass, Baisa lets it fly. And now Gumal bumped into by Wei.
Have love, we got team fouls, we gotta be smart here. Have love, we gotta be smart.
Here you see Gumal get into the way And there's a certain size difference. That will mean free throws. Taipei last season averaged 6 points, almost 3 rebounds, and 4 assists in 22 minutes played. He shot 70% from the line after only having a 20 percentage points from 3. Driving kick, and it's almost a high archer, no good. Chen in the midst of the Braves will earn an extra possession. Now left open, catch and shoot 3 from him. Numbers for the Braves. And Benny Boatwright sets his feet, lets it go, and it swirls out as Josh carries it out of bounds. Definitely contact, but that's what happens when you have a lot of missed shots, as we saw with the Pilots Morocco Bulls game. Pretty incredible, 100 rebounds in a 40-minute basketball game. 60 free throws was not that thrilling, I'll admit. Braves zone up as Kamal shoots the 3. Braves were on a 1-2-2 zone. Back in the early 2000s, Coach Chen made the 2-1-2 very popular, and it kind of occupied about the same amount of space. Pressure as Boatwright hangs onto it, almost overpassed. The Ghosthawks trying to recover now by a tough turnaround, and here come the Ghosthawks. Jamal driving pass, Archie, good one, and gets the lay-in. Some inbounding problems as Taipei from the deep corner will walk it up. Former 2nd overall pick of the Kaohsiung Steelers, now a disbanded team. Mo, driving kick as a Boatwright hits the back iron, and here come the Ghosthawks again. Baisa with a little lane and blows the layup. Substitutions coming in. Another look at Damon Brooks provide the seal, make it hard for Boatwright to offer up a good shot block, and it was actually probably good enough. I should correct myself. 2 different plays. Gumao, and the standout from the first game for the Ghosthawks, number 2, Zhang Zihao. He was very productive. On the other side, KJ, along with Glenwater and Jeff Wu. So Zhang Zihao, coming off the bench, played 19 minutes, 12 points. Breaking a lot of personal highs as Glenwater runs into 2, lays it up and good. But it took some contact to the face. Number 0, Lighting pushes up ahead to Boatwright. He's got a man-on-man advantage, and Brooks kind of lures him into a too deep of a layup. Advantage for the Ghosthawks as Jeff Wu got away with the pushing there. Red way out. Chen avoids. Euro step block shot. Gillenwater with a good defense as now the other way. KJ takes it out of bounds, trying to attempt a layup, and both teams kind of look for some quality shots. The pace has been kind of frenetic. There you see Chen really didn't get into the chest of Gillenwater to prevent a shot block, but obviously when you create some contact, you might throw off your own balance. Needing some help, Brooks comes for the basketball. On the bounce, number 18, Gabby, fresh in the game, bottoms the 3. And we are tied up at 22 apiece. Go right, crossovers, need some help. Gillenwater on the block, but boat right, dribble pull up, almost. Ghosthawks with a chance to push the lead as kind of lost in a pile. The Braves recover defensively. Dive ball screen as Brooks to Gabby. Not good angles by the Ghosthawks as Jerry quickly fires it up. No, that's Ethan Tong, excuse me. Snuck out there on the floor. Almost getting away from it. Lighting does throw it away as Damon Brooks has an easy lay-in. Ghosthawks up by 2. Get the switch and the switch back, but Ghosthawks steals it from behind and back-to-back. Ghosthawks steals and turnovers lead to layups. There's the Braves 6-2, and that full court pressure is becoming an issue. Gillenwater quickly hoisting up a shot. It was a 2-for-1 kind of situation, 3-for-2, excuse me. Leaving KJ wide open, and he doesn't punish the Ghosthawks. KJ on his part was a solid 33% three-point shooter last season. Kind of a 2-for-1 opportunity for the Ghosthawks, but they let the clock run. Ghosthawks takes a 15-footer, downs it. Ghosthawks open up to their biggest lead of the night of 6 points. Trying to get a through pass, and the Ghosthawks combine for the steal. Need some help as Ethan fouled on his way to the cup. The Braves are very discombobulated, and that's kind of a surprise given that they have number 0, Lightingan. Been with the team since 2019. Ghosthawks also have Tobin Carberry on their listed active roster, but really don't expect him to play as we've been told he's dealing with a leg injury. I'll keep him out a bit longer. Ghosthawks back in the fray. Last season, Dong Yiren attempted 4 free throws and missed on all 4. Out of Northern California, his first plus league free throw made. Now pressuring the inbound. Has 7 seconds left. Lightingan, not enough urgency. Turning away into the painted area and drops it. And the Ghosthawks botch a full court or half court shot opportunity, but a 30-22 lead. Maybe a little surprising, but credit to them for playing hard. The Braves really need a counterpunch starting in the second quarter coming up after this.
Angels 手中的礼物，双手拿起你的折扇，用力的拍，喊出富邦勇士 ，1, 2, 3, let's go！ 继续。 派出富邦勇士。我们音乐继续，接下来哪边的声音大声，我们就要请就是将礼物送上过去给你啊。 拿出你的热情！好的，也看一下我们大荧幕上方。 是我们今天赛前神预测活动的中奖得主，有4位，你的得奖联看一下是不是你的号码哦。那这4位有记得在第2节打完来要2边来帮忙集合颁奖，谢谢。
Welcome back to Taipei Hoping Gymnasium. It's the first time since Season 1 that the Braves did not open the Plus League schedule as the home team, as Ghosthawks, some fancy footwork there. Delivered to Damon Brooks, trying to go one-on-one against Benny Boatwright. The running hook shot, easy. Well, the Braves all the way back on December 19th, 2020. First ever Plus League game, won 89-86 over the Dreamers as Gillenwater from the elbow. Taipei left open, and he swishes the 3. That year, the Braves, as dominant as they were, only won 3 straight home games to start their season. Ghosthawks loves to dribble to his left out of the corner. As Kruchi Pongrahan getting an earful from the Ghosthawks bench. Gumal, block shot as Ghosthawks looking up ahead. He's got Boatwright over and in. So a 5-0 run by the Braves. Gumal with some space, got the whistle and extra credit. There is head coach in the Blue Blazer, Tucci, talking with Deputy Chairman Chen. The Gumal maneuver around that ball screen, and the Ghosthawks are a little curious about the nature of that foul. Gumal way down. Missing that first free throw as Goodwin in. Immediately dribbling up against Ghosthawks. And too much on the pass. Baye out of his reach. That is the Braves' 9th turnover. Trying to run the back door as Taipei. Cross to Josh. Little tic-tac-toe. Mbaye. A fast break bucket for the Braves as that's their game. Brooks wants to get it back. Starts a handoff. Jamal going the wrong direction. He tries from 25 feet, and that's a bingo. So after the back and forth, the Ghosthawks have a 8-point lead, and Coach Aaron has seen enough. We'll go to break as the shorthanded Ghosthawks are putting up a great fight against the home Braves.
投准的，命中率很高的，有吗？那既然手中的是球，我想邀请我们棒球的选手悍将范国成来帮我送球好吗？这个不是礼物哦，这是参赛资格。你帮我照顾这边的朋友，这边一颗，这边一颗好吗？来喽！好，来后方也照顾，这边也照顾一个。国成，有机会到对面吗？小心，小心！掌声鼓励！专业的棒球选手，欢迎国成。
End of timeout， 暂停时间到。
Follow along with the statistics of the game, PLeagueofficial.com/game/664 to get into this one. For those of you tech savvy, PLeagueofficial.com and follow the links to tonight's game. In the early goings, as we are 2.5 minutes into the second quarter, the Ghosthawks, led by Baisa, has 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, 11 points. So anyway, travels on the funny spin move. Not the way the Braves wanted to come out of the timeout. Point set. As Ghosthawks goes to the basket. Brooks trying to get a 2-man game going with Fubon. Gabby, through some contact, lays it in. Now Ethan's turn to guard Goodwin as he passes and cuts. Quick double team and a deflected pass. Who ended up with some hurt as Gillenwater fouls Brooks. The Braves really need to start utilizing some skip passes. The Ghosthawks are pulling closer the difference of free throw attempts. Well, they've now missed 3 at the line tonight. Brooks is who we expect to be the only import available for the Ghosthawks in the Plus League. You can register 3 and have 3 active. Now, there's no limit to how many you want to put on your payroll. Ghosthawks with a shove. He had an advantage on Goodwin, but as he made the move, a 2-handed shove was too much. 1, it's technically in the rule book considered a foul. 2 should be hard to miss. As Tanyoue left it, puts more air under it. Ghosthawks a chance to build on their 11-point lead. Chisholm offers up a screen. Braves stick with their assignments. Trying to go for a pick and roll as Tanyoue back to Gillenwater, and he jams it with the right hand. And that'll force the Ghosthawks into a timeout. A couple of possessions make a big difference as the Braves still down by 9, but feeling a little bit more momentum. Gillenwater certainly has the explosiveness when he gets close to the basket to finish on the rim.
Punch, TG, right here. Regular punch, use it. You can come up or back door, all right? So Good movement. We need to create something of these off-ball actions here. So, hey, if you catch it here and you don't have drive, go with fast back, go with flare. Okay, 2 up. 2 up. Good screens, perfect screens. Hit somebody. All right, let's go, fellas. Let's go. Come on. Team, 1, 2, 3, team. Let's go.
The Ghosthawks held second place last season for 13 weeks, but lost 5 of 7, including 3 to the Braves consecutively in the head-to-head, which ceded their spot and gave the Braves home court advantage. And I have to think that made a difference, as the Braves took 2 in a row here at Hoping Gymnasium, and the Ghosthawks were able to stave off elimination, actually playing in Kaohsiung Fengshan Stadium, the former home of the Steelers, but Chengkong University in Tainan was not available. Gumao with some space, driving kick. Gabby having made one just short, and ball on the deck. Still fighting for it, as the whistle will come in to stop the action. It'll be Braves basketball. Kind of a half rebound for Xie Zonglong. Xie Zonglong is joined by Gumao Weijia, but Jimmy's on the 16-man roster. Gumao Weijia on the 24. Josh from the right corner, air balls it as Chen Yowei, the easiest 2 points of his night. I'm fairly certain the scorers will still give Zhou Guoyu a missed field goal, as Mo, 2 hands down. The Braves' 3rd team foul. Another big picture stat about the Ghosthawks: they had the lowest pace last year, which you count field goals, free throws, and turnovers, and offensive rebounds. 89.1. But with the smaller lineup, certainly expect a faster pace. Now, pace does not account for how fast you run down the court. Wosalja with a little bit of daylight as they swing it around too much on the pass. And
No way.
looks like Pang Yuhan having a disagreement with the Ghosthawks about that out of bounds, as 3 referees will converge.
I said they should look. Ask him, he's a good guy. Ask him, he's a good guy. Ask him, he's a good guy.
Now the referees can go to the monitor themselves, or the Ghosthawks can challenge.
Hey, we got baseline, right? Baseline, base 4. Base 4. Base 1. Base 1, let's get by shot. Hey, let's do 2 things.
Raul corner added Chris O'Shea, part of his staff.
因为我这个角度我只看得到红队有接触，但我看不到白队，因为白队是在红队的后面。
Getting a look at a second look, as you might hear the referees talk with the Formosa television crew. Certainly Brooks touches it first, but it looks like Gillenwater gets his fingertips on it.
进攻原方红队7秒底线球 ，OK。
I think it's also good you hear the referees also confirm the shot clock situation, as their scorekeepers dutifully have.
好，最后经过 IRS 检视之后，维持由改为那个抬杠猎鹰的球。
I got your back. All right, here we go.
Oh, you heard Raul Corner with his preferred baseline out of bounds play. I don't know if it touches the backboard, but Baisa beats Archie Goodwin to the basket. Good adjustment, as you heard, you Kind of thought it might end up being a corner jump shot. Gillenwater, 3 on the way. I think Kumal pretty smart to let his local big get that rebound. So that's a score and a stop out of that challenge. I think well worth it. Even if they would say the referees made a big boo-boo and a later whistle, but I think the right whistle is Ghosthawks hit by Tokoy on the shot. And we're also getting a flop warning. I don't think that's the most egregious embellishment after a shot I've seen. I think it makes sense that the referees don't like he was hit in the hands and yet his feet came out from under him. But Ghosthawks leaves the first one way short. Free throw shooting is becoming a problem for the Ghosthawks, having made only 3 of 9, can you believe it, in the first game. Converts on 2. And Aaron will call his second timeout. So a 4-2 run in the last minute and 30 seconds as we listen in.
Punch! Punch! TG, use it! Archie, that's you! Here, use it! TG, set screen right here. Press. Pass! No, set flare!
There's the faces of the 13 players and 2 uniformed staff members on the P.LEAGUE's contingent representing Chinese Taipei in the FIBA's World Cup Asia qualifiers. There's a 16-man roster, which has to be cut down to 12, but a 24-man roster that you have to keep administratively with the FIBA offices. The 5 players on top representing those who had the most recent national team service. Tokoy actually cut his teeth kind of in the heart of COVID-19 when he went to Okinawa, I believe, for the previous World Cup qualifiers and faced up against Nishida. Goodwin loose with it, but the Braves hang on to possession. The Ghosthawks came out in a full court kind of zone. By dribble pull-up, no. Baye trying to find his stroke. Only 2 of 7 from the field as Brooks a couple fakes and a beautiful counter to the baseline with the left, extending it to a 13-point Ghosthawks lead. Well, Chinese Taipei will be in action on November 28th in Kobe, Japan, as Baye, this time getting to the basket, will draw a foul. And then they are home here in Chinese Taipei for a December 1st Xinzhuang Gymnasium game, both against the Japanese squad. Magic of just a little bit of footwork as you see Baye trying to go through Xie Zongrong. At least got a foul out of that attack. We talked about how the Pilots had a unique home opening sequence of games on Sunday and Wednesday. And then they had their East Asia Super League home opener the following Sunday. The Braves going with a more traditional Saturday-Sunday pair of games as Mbaye brings the Braves up to 35. The Braves in their Plus League history have swept their home opener as Taiyue got his hand on the basketball. Back in the first season, 2020 to 21, they beat the Pilots by 10 and the Lioneers by 10. That was the season they won 3 straight at home, but lost to the Lioneers in kind of a surprising fashion. The Lioneers were on a 5-game losing streak. Then in the 22-23 season, Lioneers, they beat by 8, and the Steelers by just 3 as trying to dry his hands off, delivering a pass, swinging back to Archie Goodwin, who gets the lay-in. Didn't look so smooth, but the Braves convert for 2. With a different defensive strategy as Brooks from the elbow. Step back 3, raises off the rim. Mentioned the former Brave Senfan guarding Josh as a quick double team before the catch. Goodwin back to Josh, challenged by Danzahao, lets him build enough pressure to another Braves miss. Baisa fancy dribbles and blocked by Goodwin. I thought that was a move that deserved a lot of credit, but Goodwin thought otherwise. Goodwin standing at 196 centimeters. That's the ballpark of 6'6". Brooks cans a 3, and the Ghosthawks 1 point shy of the half-century marker, 50 points. That's his first 3-pointer made, taking the lead of the team as Archie meeting some resistance, and the Ghosthawks slow to get out of the dog pile underneath their own basket. The Braves on the game, only a 25% 3-point shooting unit tonight, and that's going to let the Ghosthawks collapse that defense. Make the assignments easier. Brooks, having made one, fires another, and bingo! Nothing but net for Damon Brooks. 19 points on his night. He's only missed 1 shot. Incredible efficiency as Mbaye, trying to snake, slams it off the backboard. Thought if there was some contact. Danzahao behind the back, ended up on the deck. But a foul by the Braves. And the Ghosthawks have been so much more disciplined. See, Zhouhui, body contact on the whistle. Kind of surprised, but maybe we shouldn't be surprised, as Danzahao last year as a rookie played 9 games, very small sample size, and the Ghosthawks in the offseason traded for former draft pick, but also traded before he played to the Steelers, Louis Wang Luxiang. Trying to apply some pressure forwards and back, front and back, and it causes Boatwright to miss. But Wang Luxiang we have not seen on the floor for the Ghosthawks. Horn set. Baisa coming for the basketball in the elbow area, snaking around, drawing several defenders. A funny looking shot, but Danzahao makes it work. Connecting on yet another 3 and building up a 20-point Braves lead. Trying to add on to it as Josh is fouled close to his own basket. Perhaps the Ghosthawks drawing some inspiration from the 23-24 Steelers, led by Ravante Rice, who helped the team win 2 games back-to-back on April 20th and 21st against the Braves and Dreamers as the lone import. That year, 3 imports can be active. And they even had a chance at a third with an OT loss the week after. Ghosthawks take away the basketball as Ethan looking for some help. Brooks slicing through, keeps his balance, and an easy butter smooth lay-in. Almost 60 points for the Ghosthawks in just 1/2 of basketball. Here you see 29-15 on the quarter. The Braves have not shown any fight as Benny Boatwright too strong. Well, Aaron had a better winning percentage than his predecessor in just 1 season, but right now, the seat must be getting kind of hot. They fell down as much as 27 against the Pilots as Danzahal jumps into Brooks with a hot hand, pure. An unbelievable streak of hot shooting by Damon Brooks, number 4 of the Ghosthawks. Look him up in your program. Looking for the pass to Mbaye, out to Josh as he undershoots it again, and look out, 2 Braves collide. Thankfully, Tokoi, Josh, and Honkai KJ look okay. Look at Zhang Zihao kind of run into some weird spacing and ended up turning into a okay screen as Brooks, stepping backwards, had a lot of space against Boatwright. I think Josh needs this time off as Ethan almost had that taken away, and they do say a turnover. The Ghosthawks guards are saying that the Braves touched the basketball. So back to Ravante. He averaged 46 minutes played, 38 points with efficiency score of 37. All the other games he played as a member of the Steelers, just 17. Archie Goodwin going all the way to the right, and Gabby skies high for that rebound. Ethan finding a crease, going with the left hand and in. Good opportunistic bucket there from the second-year player. Boatwright with some daylight, gets 2 bounces, and Mbaye finally breaks the scoreless streak for the Braves. It was at least a 6-0 run by the Ghosthawks. Offers a shot fake, but steps into the wrong space as 5 seconds left. Ethan rifles it to Brooks, and they beat the shot clock, but the ball does not go in. Maybe the easiest shot by Damon Brooks, but credit to him, he's had an off-center first half. Missed shot, and the ball will go out of bounds, but with a fraction of a second left. Braves might contend there might be some landing space, but Mo's right foot does split open just a little bit. Lots of confusion out there on the floor as both teams contending it's their basketball.
Can you please check the clock? The clock has been running. Just check the clock. Guys, check the clock, please. Check the clock.
If it is indeed the Ghosthawks basketball, then this timeout might not be as important for the strategy as giving the referees a chance to check the clock situation. Hoping Gymnasium is notorious for clock issues. Mostly there would be incongruent. It'd be nice if the two teams at least knew whose basketball it
Guys,
was.
I took a timeout because they said it's our ball, right? I would, okay, our ball. Okay, here we go.
我们的球，我们的球。好，至少发球。
The Mon. 4,
提蒙4号
2, 3.
2、3。
Okay, hey. Up, up. Screen, screen.
两个背挡。
Leave, leave. The Mon to the ball, one dribble shot.
到球，投人。
Okay, or you have long pass layup.
OK，冠军直接传球上篮，这样。
Can you please check the clock, refs? Check the clock. The clock's been running. Team, 1, 2, 3. The clock has been running. The clock is not right.
Well, all of Raul Pointer's efforts might be for naught if they don't get another half second on the clock.
2 seconds. Check the clock. The clock has been running. I cannot waste my second time that the refs don't do their job. Please check the clock. I cannot waste my second check. Can you please check the clock? The clock has been running.
Looks like the referees do not want to oblige.
The clock has been running. Yeah, but you don't do anything. I mean, I don't need your yeah. Here we go.
Well, 0.4, according to the FIBA rulebook, is enough time for a catch and shoot. Ethan gives it a decent try. So putting aside the lack of drama in the last minute of our broadcast, the Ghosthawks coming out strong with a 63-point first half against the Braves. Clearly distracted on the night where they're expecting to play with the advantage, 3 imports to 1. But every man on the court has to pull their weight as Aaron Yang seeking out a interview in the interim. It's Raul
好的，场边
Pointer.
现在为您访问到的是猎鹰的总教练科纳教练。Okay, coach, so far so good with a 24 points lead. What is your main message to the team for the next half?
I mean, the main thing before the game was belief. And we need to play our style of basketball. We need to play our style of defense. And over the most part of the first half, we've been doing so. And the score is just a result of that. So I don't worry about the score. We need to make sure that we keep playing our style, our type of basketball. And then the result will be the result.
Okay, and Demon Brooks actually is playing very well in the first quarter. How do you plan on keeping going like that for the rest of the game?
Doesn't matter. It's not about one player. I think he started out very slow. His teammates helped him to find into the game. Baisa was excellent in the first couple minutes to carry the team offensively. For us, it doesn't matter whether it's Demon or Mao, Hao. I don't care. It's a basketball game. It's basketball. It's not tennis. So it's a team sport, and whether Demon plays great or somebody else, it doesn't matter. Our team needs to play great. That's the goal.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. 好，我们在场边访问到的是科纳教练。那第一个问题呢，他是提到的就是赛前就是要相信自己哦，不管他们的阵容怎么样变化，都必须打出自己的球风。那再来第二个问题，我讲到是提蒙在上半场攻下了超过了20分。他说篮球不是网球，是团队的运动，所以不管是他或者是古毛或者是其他的人，只要有人跳出来，团队合作，他们就可以打出自己想要的一个成果。这是目前在上半场为您做的访问。我们休息一下，回来。
Then the 30-22 first quarter as the Ghosthawks sitting pretty after one half of basketball.
小心哦！来，大家先留在座位上。我们准备要再给大家在新的球季给大家来点不一样的演出。所有现场的朋友，用我们的热情掌声欢迎李浩真、李雅莹、南敏琛。 掌声送给Fubon Angel 3位成员李雅英、李浩生、南敏琛。再次掌声，谢谢他们带来的精彩演出。好，接下来我们再次确认一下今天的4位得奖人还有参赛者是否都到齐了。好，来，接下来我们要来进行的是今天的中场游戏投篮一号线哦。我们6位参赛者一共会分成3。
You're getting a look at the crowd here at Taipei Hoping Gymnasium. The Braves home opener for season 6 after starting on the road in Taoyuan Arena. But to our disbelief, they look like they don't stand a chance against the Ghosthawks, having defeated them in last year's 5-game playoff series and having the regular season 5-3 lead. The Braves only mustering 39 points while giving up 63 to the Ghosthawks. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first half of play. The Ghosthawks got started off on the game with Baisa making 3 3-pointers in the first quarter alone, but has seen his shooting drop off quite a bit since then. But the others have really picked things up, in particular Damon Brooks with a game-high 23 points. The Ghosthawks are able to do so mostly out of their full-court man-to-man defensive pressure. That's caused 12 Braves turnovers to 6 by the Ghosthawks. And looking at this stat sheet I have in my hand, they have 12 points to the Braves' 9, but it certainly feels like a lot more than that. They've also been able to score in the painted area, which is a little bit to our surprise, but it kind of goes to show that size isn't everything, as the Braves defensively have looked quite lost, especially when the smaller guards of the Ghosthawks are able to get within range. They find the driving angles and have been finishing really well, especially with their right hands. The debut of Troy Gillenwater, number 33 for the Braves, has not exactly seen their form improve. Not that it's all up to one man alone, as they took their first game loss to the Pilots after only fighting back a little bit in the fourth quarter. The Ghosthawks have really been able to apply so much defensive pressure and then transition into pretty solid half-court team offense, really thanks to a really deep rotation of players. I'm looking at the stat sheet. The lowest number of minutes played court time is Zhang Zihao with 10 minutes and 2 seconds. Well, there, once again, Damon Brooks lead the scoring with 23, followed by Baisa's 13. Zhang Zihao, despite his only 10 minutes of play, made all his field goals for 9 points. Guman Weijia getting the start once again. He has 7 points to go along with a couple of dimes. And Gaibi with 5. Over on the Brave side, Mbaye leads them with 12 points, but he's only shooting 3 of 8, and almost all of his production is at the free throw line. Sanyo with 9, Archie Goodwin with 8, Gillenwater with 6, and Benny Boatwright with 2 makes the list. The only other option is Zhou Guiyu, who had 2 points on 2 free throws made. Well, we'll have to revisit the team statistics as we are getting that all sorted out on our truck. It's time to take a break, and we appreciate your viewership. The second half action will return after this.
人人平等，能坚持下去就是赢家。
童年就是跑步，从山脚跑到山顶，学到了不断累积才有成绩。
天天跑步，努力是不会骗人的。
跑步教我们很多，
还能给地球更多。
富邦地球队 Run for Green， 让地球奔向永续。富邦金控。
阿平，你有看到这个斜坡吗？这是我们新的设计，你有没有觉得这样子上下更方便？
有啊，好开心哦！我要2张爱心票，谢谢。运动平权快乐纪元，富妈人寿与你我一起重视关爱平权。
支持不只是呐喊，不只是一次冲动，而是让运动成为生活的一部分，让每一次出手都值得。
悍将勇士联名卡热血登场，悍将勇士主场购票5折起，周边商品再享95折。运动生活圈买1送1起，超值加倍。新户手刷满5000，可享独家悍将勇士联名保温杯。富邦悍将勇士联名卡，和你一起有。
我们敢碰撞，不怕撞；我们敢挑战，不怕未知；我们敢摔，敢冲，更敢向前。你可以一成不变，也可以改变。选择在你手上，再勇敢一点，再大胆一点。年轻敢冲敢玩，更懂选择。投资的事放心交给富邦证券，正向力量，开创价值。富邦证券。
我的洞穴被地震震垮。
刚刚的比赛真是太刺激了，在中场打完呢，带大家来到我们的商品部。这一次呢，有满满的新货报道啦。首先看到我身上这一件，今天勇士主场开幕战穿的就是我们全新的深界白球衣。来到勇士主场，一定要带件球衣回去，最好还可以烫上你喜欢的勇士。再来，球员赛前赛后都会穿实战的练习衣跟实战的物品。这次特别跟我们的 Taipei 来合作，让你看到冬天可以穿的帽 T， 还有夏天可以穿的排汗 T 都有啦。1年4季都让勇士的服饰来陪伴你。再来，我们来到什么区域？毛巾区啊，来看，来，你们看。女孩全新的毛巾也来啦，还有应援团的毛巾也都来啦。再来，球员的毛巾一定要支持，特别是杰哥选手生涯最后一季，你怎么可以不带走一条？请支持林志杰，好不好？好不好？票给志杰，一定要球给志杰，毛巾都买志杰，帮我们支持起来。我们在勇士商品部等你来支持哦。
Samsung Galaxy S25旗舰系列。
Easy. Find a pet-friendly Italian restaurant with outdoor seating nearby and text it to Luca.
一声指令，跨 App 执行。让神队友帮你。
More moments away from the start of the second half. Ghosthawks look like they have their starting unit ready to get going again as we enjoy the highlights of one Damon Brooks. His stat line from the first half reads 23 points on 10 of 12 shooting. Really only blemish on this stat line is only 1 for 3 from the free throw line, but he also has 3 rebounds and a couple of steals, and most importantly, only 1 personal foul on the squad number 13. Xie Zonglong, Jimmy, the starting center, has 3 personal, but Chen Fan 2 and nobody else with more than 1. So they've kept their foul situation in check. But it's not like the Braves' front court are big bruisers like they were last season. Trying to shoot from 5 feet or closer to the basket between Jeff Whitty and sometimes Brendan Walters with their near 7-foot frame. Baisa on the classic Iverson cut, but the Braves sniff it out. Jimmy had it taken away by Mbaye. That's how the second half gets started. Down low to Gillenwater, shoots it over. Braves bring in number 6, Woo Yong-sun. Jeff Wu to start the second half. Jump pass as Brooks shovels it to Jimmy and an easy lay-in. Good patience there by Brooks, and Xie Zonglong to come for the basketball. Jerry cuts as Archie Goodwin hit on the drive. Or I think it was Kumar who did not clear all the way out. See the left elbow of Kumar nicked Goodwin, and that's what caused him to go down. Gillenwater with a running hook, drops it in. Sky hook, doesn't get old. Doesn't go out of style as long as you can make it. We're looking for Brooks on the block. Spinning into a double team and an easy block. Mbaye with a couple of stops on his own. Gillenwater, fake, switching to the left hand. That's a beauty. The Braves gaining a little momentum. Easy putback for Damon Brooks as Kumar got the reverse layup. Gillenwater with a catch and shoot opportunity. He's feeling it. Responds with a 3 of his own, and the Ghosthawks up to the 70-point mark. Ghosthawks started 17 games for the Ghosthawks. Now it's Chen Fan to back him up. Kind of a heat check, and that will bounce out of bounds. skip pass. Shizong only attempted one shot as he's hit from behind. Good adjustment there to not give Mbaye the chance to block his shot. Last season, the biggest comeback victory. It looks like Jimmy's also caught the free throw bug. Tucci now joined by different courtside fans. It was on November 12th, the 7th game of the season. The Braves came back on the Steelers here at Huping Gymnasium. It was a 26-point deficit. Foul by the Ghosthawks as the Braves were trying to break out. So 2 fouls by the Ghosthawks on the quarter. As Chen goes into the backcourt. It's kind of one of those tricky situations where you're the last to touch, so it's your responsibility. Taking it away from the opponent, and it's a smart move by Gumao. Let Chen go untouched. But a steal on the attempted pocket pass. Gillenwater loses the handle as Jimmy starts a 2-on-2. Baisa switches to the left hand. A good attempt, but Damon Brooks picks his teammate up once again. Goodwin wants to bring it up himself. It really worked in the game against Utsunomiya. Maybe with more film, the Ghosthawks have been doing better as trying to shoot that through contact. Ghosthawks look a little bit beaten and battered, but they got another chance as Baisa swirls it out. Mo trying to switch directions. Gillenwater trying to bruise his way, and he does. Well, good fundamentals, though. It's the change of the angles with the footwork, contact, shoulder to chest, nothing egregious. And Gumao waits out with the right hand over the shoulder, answers. Goodwin fouled as he was driving. Seems to be the Braves' only answer when they're down. Leave it up to number 10 and try to create, as evidenced by his 17 free throw attempts against the Pilots. Chizonwon with his 4th foul. Maybe a little concern for the Ghosthawks. Gillenwater had it taken away by Gabby. One man to beat and smashes it with the right hand. Despite the change in personnel, the Ghosthawks get a takeaway and a score. And the Braves less frustrated once again. Partway through the third, they find themselves down big at home.
敏珍一起来跳跳舞，来，敏珍带着2位朋友一起动一动，来，跟着敏珍一起跳一跳，非常好。哦，敏珍请加油，专业咯，厉害厉害。来到 到勇士主场就一起来跳跳舞，掌声鼓励。好，接下来跟着雅音，欢迎樱花姐姐，跟着雅音来动一动。来到勇士的主场，一起来跟着Fubon来为勇士加油。好，下一首是什么喽？安娜 Tiffany， 跟着这位朋友来看一下大荧幕。
Underway right now is the Morocco Bolts and the Italian Emporium Pilots game at the Capital Arena in Iligan City, Philippines, a new market for the East Asia Super League and the PBA teams. Most of the games have taken place in Manila proper. Pilots looking to advance to 3 wins and no losses to equal to the Zach Broncos in a different group. Despite this being the Braves' opening home game, the Ghosthawks theme of Yingnan or Sung seems to be playing out. Another 2-2-1 look. A little bit of delay tactic as Spencer Lin for the Braves has stepped in. Oh, a 2-3 zone, in fact. Goodwin steps into it as Chen skies high for the board. Intercepted pass, though, Gumao. Need to recover. Down low, Baye with a one-handed jam. Good find by Benny Boatwright. Brooks putting Benny in a spin, but a good contest. Numbers for White. Low to the handoff. Jeff Wu floats to the corner. Spencer's 3 on the way and good. Good timeout by the Ghosthawks. Couple of stops by the Braves, and just like that, Ghosthawks in a little bit of a concern mode now. Last year's season series, the Ghosthawks won the first 3 of 4 games against the Braves, but then the Braves won 4 straight.
Fine, face up. Right, face up. Look for this. You can go for this.
At that time, the adjustment was to bring Lai Tingan and Josh Sokoyu in as the starters, and they did start every game of the Braves playoff run. And this was kind of a trend along with the Braves' general form of good run, where they went from a 63% free throw shooting unit on 20.5 attempts to 72% on 29.8 to the Ghosthawks in particular. From 15 feet out, rifles a pass. Gonzalez, shot in Baye's face. How did he get it to fall? Good win with some space, but Gabby rejects him. Skip pass to number 18. He lets it go and drains it. So a stop and a 3-pointer calms things down for the Ghosthawks. Spencer getting it from that corner again and overshoots it. Chen was on the sideline. And that's the reason why players don't practice shooting deep corner shots. Then Jianjun will make it onto the floor. It was a DNP in the first half. Still somehow kept the dribble alive and takes it all the way to the cup. Jeff Wu kind of fighting off contact to the face. Bo-Ray has a switch and keeps it away. Driving kick to driving kick. Jeff Wu. Get another chance for Benny Bo-Ray and he connects. Bo-Right's first three-pointer made. As now the Ghosthawks committed turnover. Well, the Braves are in the bonus. That's kind of the only good news with 3.5 to go. I would say maybe the Ghosthawks review that in post and ask if Archie Goodwin was already on his way down. Not that it'll change the call now. Bo Wright, having made one, will miss the second opportunity. Air ball on the other side. Chen has not had the easiest time with his new team. His third in his career. Was 0 for 7 with 4 fouls in only 10 minutes in the first game against the Pilots. Goodwin will check out of the game. Good defense by the Ghosthawks, and they force a shot clock violation. And if that's another block, then the Ghosthawks, to my surprise, do not have a block shot on the stat sheet until that last one, if it will count. Feels like Gabby's done a lot of work on that end in this half alone. Avoid the turnover as it goes through Ethan's hands. Credit to the Ghosthawks. Last year were the best squad at defending the three-pointer at 29.4%. Well, the reason why the Braves can't get in this game is they're stuck at 25% three-point shooting. They were when we checked that stat earlier, as Gabby got his hand on it. close miss as Chen Xiangjun is beat to the board. Ethan with a good take, but was fouled. Took advantage of a run-out opportunity. Last season, he only averaged 10 minutes when he was able to get on the floor, but limited opportunities. In fact, funny enough, he was a plus 25. Well, this year, in 2 games, has seen quite a bit more playing time. 15 minutes and ongoing tonight, 22 minutes, or 20 minutes in their opener in Taoyuan. Another 2-3 zone look. Brooks in the middle of it. Spencer off to the left. One of the successes as Bowright goes to work. Give and go, and a nice finish with the left hand. That's the counter at dribble trap. We'll get to that topic. Zhangzihao goes with a fancy attempt. Bowright, how about from the right corner? No good. And now Spencer steps on the sideline. So as I was saying, one of the reasons why the Braves were successful in their playoff series against the Ghosthawks, Nick Perkins was limited to 15 points on 43% true shooting, as opposed to the regular season when he led the Ghosthawks 21.7 points on 54% true shooting. That's the second highest points per game mark to Isaiah Briscoe. No look pass, Ethan with a quick fire 3 and got it. Back to a 30-point lead for the Ghosthawks, trying to claim victory #1 on the season. Swirling in the triple was KJ. He doesn't get a lot of clean, nothing but net threes. Credit to him. There's always some fun, some intrigue on those shots by the lefty. Also out of Tsinghua University. 5 seconds on the shot clock as Zhangzihao blocked by Zhen Xiangjun, and a 2-on-1 up ahead, and a bad handoff. 3 seconds left. Gabby misses the two-handed dunk, and well, a little bit of comedy ensues in the end of the third quarter. So more or less the same as the Ghosthawks lead by a wide margin over the 3-time champion Taipei Fubon Braves. 3 straight championships a few seasons ago now. We'll be back after this.
爱心，好，2个被拍到的朋友共组一个爱心，像是这样，你也可以大爱心、小爱心，也可以跟你朋友一起比个爱心，来交给大家喽。来哟，欢迎我们，来小朋友很好，没错，全家的爱心都可以一起进来哦。欢迎大家一起比个爱心。好，稍微往右边转一下方向。对对对。来，小朋友，妈妈一起来。跟勇士们一起比个爱心。来，2位一起来，非常好。 别害羞，别害羞，完成这个大爱心。好，可以哦，大爱心。好，欢迎我们的赛后演唱来宾陈华。来，还有跟 Kisha 一起来。 各种爱心都欢迎国成，带着桂鱼的大头版一起爱心比出来。来，两位别害羞，最后一组。
One last quarter to go between the TSG Ghosthawks and the Taipei Fubon Braves. Not the way the Braves wanted to open up their home schedule with a 88-61 deficit. Bowright trips and falls. Got caught by the floor monster. Hopefully he's all right. Sometimes those are the scariest. Almost rather bump into somebody and get a bruise. Well, not only are the Ghosthawks playing without Kenneth Farid, who left. There's a slippery spot, the slip of the left foot. Well, that's on the Ghosthawks side. The Braves also said goodbye to Femi Olujobi. Actually, it turns out he had ongoing negotiations with the B-League teams, which kind of explains why they had 5 imports on the payroll, including as Damon Brooks with the flush. Now Femi plays for Shimane Susano Magic, who are 1 game up against Yoaiza's Shiga Lakes as of Friday. That's after Olujobi turned in 21 points off the bench. Bowright, tough shot over Gabby and got it on target, but Brooks comes away with a casual rebound. Hey, Ghosthawks, only attacking from that left corner for once. They're looking for Brooks, but Zhenshan Drew's got him covered. The skip pass. Miles 3, he hits. Gumal Weijia was actually not a bad percentage three-point shooter at 33%. Bowright had it taken away from him. Take foul as Braves were without, understandably, a kind of frustrated Benny Boatwright. Was swarmed by defenders there. Not much for him to do. There you see Brooks with a fake left, go left. Zhenshan Dream was not covering the baseline as he should. Anyways, Gumal was actually a 33% three-point shooter in the regular season. Coming in and immediately getting attacked is Jonathan Inchek-Wube. Yeah, he's got his hands on Damon Brooks. I believe it is once again on Chang Na-sen, not to be confused with the new Taipei Kings, Jonathan. With the finger roll, Damon Brooks keeps on adding to his Plus League personal high in scoring. 31 points and ongoing. Mental slip pass to Jonathan, hopping. And a foul bails him out. He's kind of actually hopping into some more trouble. Check Rube out of Hue Kota. I believe was teammates with the Yankee Arcs, Marcus Quirk. They made a part miraculous Final Four run, just like what Nung Ke Da did, that Gabby's team represented. Tian over to Spencer, the 25-footer. We saw in the pregame graphic that the Braves were looking for some local scoring. If you look big picture, you didn't think it would be that big of a problem. Ethan from the right corner, butter smooth. As the Braves locals shot a plus league best 38.1% from the field as Lai Tian cashes that layup. The next highest was the Pilots at 37.6, so a half a percentage point difference. Here you see the scoring finally broken through for the Braves with that layup. Over to Ethan, another three, but that one's short. Braves kind of catch a break there as the refs led Ghosthawks Hackcat Spencer. Long rebound, KJ. Nope, it's Ghosthawks. Well, the Braves actually had the second highest local scoring field goal percentage. Kind of a tracky as Lai Tian misses. The Braves' second highest percentage was to the Kings, of course, led by Jeremy Lin, Joseph Lin, Yi Kai-yin. Don't forget Yang Jingming. They were at 38.7%. So both those marks still above what the locals were last season. There's the elbow to the sternum. Last year, locals-wise, KJ 10.3 points per game. He played in all 24 of the Braves game. Beast 9.4 points per game, and Josh with 9.1 per game. See if this foul will get an upgrade. Well, they checked the replay to see if KJ's elbow warrants a upgraded foul. To open up the history book of Plus League rules, this is the first time since Season 3 where teams were limited to 3 imports. This year, the addendum is that once an import is unregistered, he has to stay off of the registration roster for a month, which essentially makes it kind of like an injury exception. Now, the 4th and 5th seasons, the rules were amended that 4 imports can be registered, and they could be registered and unregistered kind of at will. As we see previously, Ethan getting checked by KJ's elbow is right now the one in question. If you heard the referees conversate, they say there is contact, but can't quite determine the intentionality of it.
好，我们经过 IRS 检视后，那这球我们看的原因是暴力行为的模式有没有建立？哦，那经过检视之后为一般的接触，会2罚吗？没有。好，底线球恢复比赛。
Well, they didn't clarify KJ's contact to who, but as you saw on the replay, it was against Ethan. He will stay in the ball game with those powder blue shoes. Now, KJ does have a mean streak to him where he will commit very nice fouls as Gabby fights for an extra possession for the Ghosthawks, excuse me. And while reestablishes in the front court as Ethan goes to the elbow area. Not usually an area we see him operate. All locals for both teams for the rest of 7 minutes. Now, the rules differing from Season 3 as Gabby a little bit too aggressive, but it pays off. Putting it through for 2 more as the Ghosthawks reach the century mark. In the Season 1, 2, and 3, teams can register 3 imports, but only 2 could be active. There's Zhang is fouled. Perhaps the foul limited to his verticality as he missed the dunk. Well, in Season 4 and 5, well, 3 imports can be active. Now 2 can be on the floor, as you see Gabby reaching out to the hit. Yeah, that'll make dunking a lot harder. There's his nickname. Cool, handsome, tall, and cold. I don't know why the cold portion was emphasized twice. Braves now in the zone as Ethan got it up for a miss, and the offensive boards for the Ghosthawks have been real killers for the Braves. I count that's their 9th, but every seems so significant as Ghosthawks has that taken away. KJ doesn't hit the man open. A lot of mismatches, but a lot of driving kick really not going anywhere as Lai Tingan offering up a rushed running 3-pointer going sideways. Well, the Braves have less than 24 hours to get right as they take on tomorrow night at 5 p.m. the debut of the newest Plus League team, the Yankee Engineering Art, tomorrow night at Hoping Gymnasium. Timeout on the floor as we'll step aside to catch our breaths. Aaron, in the post-game of the Braves' loss to the Pilots, said that the defense did not meet expectations. With a 21-38 deficit, was too big for one quarter and giving up many more points in the painted area. Well, with 7 minutes in the game, both teams took out their imports and most of their starters. And the Ghosthawks were already sitting at 100 points. Spencer with a dribble pull-up. That goes down with a loud splash. So if we're actually looking at the Ghosthawks plus the history, which is only one season, hey, Brooks is back in there, an easy push shot. The Ghosthawks lost in Taoyuan Arena for their first game of the season, just like this year, but then came here to Taipei Hoping Gymnasium and actually won. Easily jump pass. Baisa hanging in the air for a miss as Chen, look what I found. They won against the Braves 99-93. You see the fourth quarter scoring is really not been a credit to the Braves' deep reserves. You see the shooting on the quarter. Jeff Wu's sandwich gets a foul. Now the Braves have 14 fouls too. That game, Guma Weijia came off the bench for 23 points, making 5 3-pointers. Definitely shooing aside some doubts about his range shooting abilities. There you see Chen Fan came in with the left shoulder more than an actual defensive move. And Damon Brooks, guess who? Chen Wu with a two-handed jam. Throws it down for the Braves. Not quite yet at 70 points for the night. Ube recording his first professional career points. Trying to break the Braves 2-3 zone, but a bad pass. An interesting pass, but not exactly how I draw it up. Well, Damon Brooks to finish that point off. 11 points, 17 rebounds, which was his high of rebounding last season. Guess what? He just dropped in another three-pointer from the top. The Braves have a lot of soul searching to do. They were down by 27 points against the Pilots. Well, down by, I think, 34 in the first half as Jonathan finds a chance for a 2. Check Ube. The only draft pick by the Braves. Baisa flies in. Rolls in another 2. Well, the Ghosthawks have a nice long break. They have, of course, Zhedono represented on the national team and Guma Weijia on the 24-man roster. Well, the rest of the squad can look forward to getting ready for their December 20th. That's right, more than a month away for their Temple University, their own home debut. No-look pass. And Baisa from downtown. Right now, if I'm the Yankee Engineering Arcs, I might be a little bit worried that the Braves come out on fire tomorrow with vengeance in their heart. Spencer Lin, a deep tray. He's able to score 3 points in his pro debut against Utsunomiya. And already with 11 tonight. Believe it. Joining Gillenwater and Baye as the only double-digit scores for the Braves. Substitutions as Kumal almost had the touch. Well, the Braves have Zheng Xiangjun, Zhou Guiyu, and Chen Youwei. Hey, there's former Brave draft pick Lewis. Like I mentioned before, never actually played on the Braves. He was traded after the draft. Kind of getting caught there, trailing the play. We'll see the Yankee Arc tomorrow, and they made news by announcing their last import quite late in the offseason. In fact, it was November 4th, this past week. Number 1, Lauren Christian Jackson from Chicago, Illinois, joined the team. That's after Quincy Davis announced was signed with the team. Comedy of daps to the ball going out of bounds with a minute left. The Arc also have Ugados Kupsas, the standout Lithuanian big who helped the Kaohsiung Aqua win the inaugural T1 championship. More handsy fouls by the Ghosthawks. I don't think they mind too much. Interesting enough, the ARC, which stands for Active Resilience and Knowledge, features a lot of first overall picks. Former first overall picks. Guys have Lionier's pick, which came up empty, and Juf Alasan. Actually, still waiting for his professional league debut. We have SBL first overall pick George, former Brave, who was traded. Fight for the rebound, and Jerry Lee with it. Mayao, Zhang Zhenyao, and Chen Yurei were first overall picks in their respective time. Hitting at 112 points, the Ghosthawks have Wang Luxiang try a three-pointer. And with 12 seconds left, this one is about to be in the books. That pass up ahead will be the ball game at 112-76. The TSG Ghosthawks really give it to the home Braves. And I don't think we've ever seen a home opener with this disastrously results. But credit to the Ghosthawks for shocking the broadcasters, shocking perhaps the audience in attendance. They played really hard. They stuck with their game plan, and really they had a focus as well, even if things went against them. As you see, they won in every single quarter, and that's a sure sign that they were able to bounce back from the setbacks experienced during the game. We're waiting on our post-game interview that I believe Aaron is scrambling to go find to get you the best content. The Ghosthawks will then move to 1 win and 1 loss on the season, as the Braves will have to look toward tomorrow, where they play an expansion team in the Yankee Arc to try to find their first victory. Otherwise, they'll have to wait till December 11th, where they played the Pilots in Taoyuan for another chance. As mentioned before, the Ghosthawks will get a long bit of respite, as December 20th and 21st will be their home openers. Looking through the statistics on the game, as Aaron has just arrived with our interview, the Ghosthawks, by my count, have 6 players scoring double digits, including Damon Brooks.
好，场边为你访问到的是张志豪。来，志豪先来讲一下，今天球队得到了112分的高分，为什么打得这么顺？
应该是说我们用防守带动进攻，因为我们这个休赛季还有每次比赛的准备都是以防守做起，所以防守带动进攻，这是我们就是这个赛季在准备的东西。
那来谈一下你自己的表现好不好？从上个赛季其实真的打不到什么时间，但是今天是第2场的比赛，你从19分钟，今天又打到了20几分钟，讲一下自己的表现。
就是因为这个休赛季做比较多准备，因为上个赛季就是因为球队2个后卫都蛮顶尖的，就是我在他们身上也学习很多。然后我就因为我自己也很想上场，所以我休赛季准备很多。然后我也就照着教练的模式，然后去执行自己最擅长的东西，这样子。
那之前大家都讲到毛嘛，现在多了一个豪了。你讲讲你自己现在这个位置，好像是打这个算是古毛的替补，跟他之间的配合怎么样？
就是我们平常练习身体对抗就很多，对，所以我比较不会怕其他的后卫压我，或是就是压迫我啊，或是防守我这样子。因为平常在练习的时候，阿毛跟白沙都给我很大的压迫。对。
好，是上场打球比较紧张，还是现在接受访问比较紧张？
访问比较紧张。
访问比较紧张，那你说的非常好，恭喜你们赢球，我们请签名，谢谢志豪，谢谢。
Number 2, Zhang Zihao, getting interviewed by Aaron, saying that the team's focus is defense to offense. He prepared a lot in the offseason, and his practice competitions against Guma has really paid off. We'll step aside for one break and wrap things up after this.
好，再次提醒，0915-833-835-0913-882-0973-928-0966-103。来，5位计票得主，请帮我来到场内。不管今天的赛事结果如何，我们在本季都会邀请到5位计票以及3位动次席计票的朋友一起来到场内。好，谢谢3位 Angels 的动次席都完成了。来，5位计票得主，帮我来哦。0915-833-835-0958-883-087-0917-882。来，有报道的直接来找我们哦。0973-833-928。好，来，我们 B-Uni 团队，请帮我集合。来 ，B-Uni 应援团队，请先帮我到场中。来，5位计票得主，持续的赶快来找我们工作人员报到哦。来，5位计票得主，持续的集合哦。好，谢谢 B-Uni 音乐团队。如果有意愿想要参与 B-Uni 音乐团队的朋友，也帮我来到金富邦的社群来一起报名。接下来 Angels 帮我送出礼物，谢谢。好，1、2、6部。
Looking ahead to tomorrow, it'd be a big credit to the fans who come into the building with enthusiasm for the Braves to turn around their form that they had in tonight's affair against the Ghosthawks. But the Ghosthawks really forced the issue and made the Braves play their game by engaging in a lot of full court presses in instances, spreading their floor out wide. And the Braves, despite not carrying the big lumbering centers of the past were not able to really slide their feet and match up very well. The Ghosthawks, in the end, out-rebounded the Braves 50-42. Forced the Braves into 22 turnovers. It was looking like it could have been more. And overall, shooting the basketball, making 15 threes to the Braves 9. And attempting way more field goals. And in the end, the Braves didn't have that much of an advantage at the free throw line. 17 attempts to 15. Well, Damon Brooks really was the standout tonight, breaking his personal high and I believe breaking the season high as well with a personal 37 points and 9 rebounds. Goes to show that what Coach Raul Corner believes is that the brains of the player are more important than the physical talents of a hooper. So, as for those Yankees, they will face the Braves tomorrow at the same time at 5 p.m. But on Sunday night, trying to break the Kaohsiung Steelers curse of always losing the Heping opener on Sunday. Featured on the screen is, we mentioned in the broadcast, Jof Alassane and their most recent first overall pick of the 2025 draft, Warren Yewei-Jie, out of Alabama A&M. A very Americanized draft, in fact, and offseason for the 4+ league clubs. Tons away on the left, and from Formosa Television, Jason Bang Tong Tao taking care of the Mandarin broadcasting track. I'm Ryan Chen. Appreciate you for tuning in. On behalf of the broadcasters, our league partners, the teams in the Plus League, and our league offices, we thank you for watching. And we hope you join us for tomorrow's game, once again on the YouTube airwaves. We'll see you in the next one.